Absolutely. Here's a powerful, deep, and emotionally compelling opening to Andrew Tate. You're running out of time. Written in the fiery, urgent, conviction-filled style of Eric Thomas to instantly grab attention and force the audience to sit up, lock in, and listen till the end. Listen to me. Please, I need you to hear this with your heart, not just your ears, because this right here, this ain't just another speech. This is a wake-up call. This is life or death for your dreams. I'm not here to entertain you. I'm here to confront you, to shake you, to rip you out of that comfort zone you've been living in way too long. You're running out of time. I'm not saying that to scare you. I'm saying that because it's the truth. You think you've got forever, you don't. You keep acting like you got next week, like you got next year. But life don't come with warning signs. Life don't knock politely and say, you ready now? No. Life snatches everything from you if you ain't serious. While you're busy scrolling, hesitating, waiting for the right moment, your moment is dying. You don't need more time, you need more urgency, more hunger, more truth. Some of you are walking around like you got options, like you can take it easy today and magically become successful tomorrow. That ain't how it works. Success don't respect laziness. Purpose don't align with excuses. You say you want it, but you don't act like it. You say you're built for greatness, but your grind looks like everybody else's. You talk like a beast but move like a sheep. I'm telling you now, this is it. This is that message you've been waiting on. This is that fire that's about to set your soul on edge. If you don't listen to this all the way through, if you don't let these words break you down and rebuild you, if you don't let this cut deep and convict you, you're going to keep losing time you can't get back. So I need you locked in. Don't blink. Don't check your phone. Don't get distracted. What's coming next could change your life, but only if you let it. Let me know if you want the transition into key point 1 from you. Don't get to keep wasting time and expect greatness to chase you down. That's not how this works. You've been living like time is your friend, like it's just gonna sit around and wait for you to get serious. Time is not your friend. It's your most dangerous enemy when you treat it like it doesn't matter. Every second you let slip, every hour you give to distractions, every day you spend doubting yourself, that's time you'll never get back. You're acting like you got forever, but I promise you, you don't. You keep saying you're gonna start next week, that you're gonna lock in tomorrow. You say, I just need to get through this. I just need to feel ready. But when does that come? When do you actually start? When does tomorrow finally arrive? Because from where I'm standing, you've been in that same spot for months. Some of you for years. Still talking about what you're going to do, still planning, still waiting for the perfect moment. Let me give you some truth. That perfect moment doesn't exist. The longer you wait to start, the further you fall behind. You don't even see it, but while you're sleeping on yourself, somebody else is out there working like time is chasing them. Because it is. This ain't a game. Life is not a video you can rewind. There's no reset button. Every breath you take is one less than you had yesterday. But you out here playing around like you're immortal, like you can waste 5 years, 10 years, and just pick up where you left off. That's not how success works. That's not how life works. You don't get to pause your grind and expect your goals to still be sitting there waiting, untouched. Nah, your dreams got a shelf life. Your calling has an expiration date, and if you don't move now, right now, you're gonna lose the opportunity of a lifetime while you're still thinking about it. Some of you think hard work is optional. You think you can be great on accident. Let me tell you what time does. It exposes you. It doesn't lie. It doesn't flatter. Time reveals whether or not you've been doing what you said you were gonna do. You say you want to be successful, but your schedule doesn't show it. Your discipline doesn't prove it. Your focus isn't locked in. You let distractions in your life that have no business being there. You give your attention to things that have nothing to do with your goals. You entertain weakness like it's harmless, but it's killing your future in silence. And then when the results don't show up, you act surprised. But don't be shocked by the results you didn't get from the work you never did. Time's not the problem, you are. You have the time, but you don't have the urgency. You don't have the intention. You don't have the fire behind your actions. And until you match your effort to your ambition, you're gonna keep watching other people pass you. Not because they're more talented, but because they respect time more than you do. Because they treat every minute like it matters. You want to change your life. Start by changing how you treat time. Wake up earlier. Eliminate excuses. Cut off distractions. Make your grind non-negotiable. You don't need more hours in the day. You need to stop wasting the ones you've got. Time will never wait for you to feel motivated. Time will never slow down because you're tired. It moves with or without you. And the moment you realize that, the moment you truly understand how limited and precious your time is, you'll stop playing with it. You're not too old, you're not too young, you're not too late yet, but that window is closing, and every excuse you make is helping it shut faster. You don't have time to wait for approval. You don't have time to let fear hold you hostage. You don't have time to keep living average when you were built for exceptional. You better move, you better run. You better grind like time's running out, because it is. Everybody wants to win, but nobody wants the weight that comes with it. Everybody talks about success like it's some sweet reward waiting on the other side of effort, but they forget about the part where you bleed for it, where you sacrifice for it, where you suffer for it. See, the truth is, success is not easy, it's not clean, it's not cute. It's ugly, it's painful, it's dark, and most people don't get there, not because they're not capable, but because they run the second it hurts. They tap out when life gets heavy, but pain is the price. It's the tax you pay to sit at the table of the elite. Let me be real with you. If it doesn't hurt, it's not real growth. If it's comfortable, then you're not leveling up. You can't stretch without tension. You can't evolve without friction. The grind will break you before it builds you, but that's the process. That's how it works. That's how character gets carved into your soul. The adversity isn't trying to destroy you. It's trying to define you. It's asking you, do you really want it? It's testing you to see if you're all talk, or if you've got the kind of heart that doesn't flinch when things go wrong. Everybody wants to be great, until it's time to do what greatness requires. You want the cars, the freedom, the power. Good, but are you willing to go through what that life demands? Are you willing to train while others sleep? Are you willing to feel pain and keep going? Are you willing to carry your dream even when your back's breaking under the weight of it? Because that's what it takes. This ain't about hype. This ain't about motivation. This is about commitment. Through the pain, not until it shows up. Some of you treat pain like it's a sign to stop. But pain ain't your enemy. It's a mirror. It reflects your limits. It shows you where you need to grow, and until you learn to embrace it, you'll keep running back to average. That's why the gym hurts. That's why discipline burns. That's why the early mornings feel like hell, because they're pulling something out of you that comfort could never reach. You don't become a machine by reading quotes. You become one by surviving the struggle, by locking in when everything inside of you is screaming to quit. That's how winners are made. Let me tell you something that most people don't understand pain teaches. Pain sharpens, pain strengthens. You can't fake resilience. You either go through the fire and come out forged, or you tap out and live your life soft. You want results without suffering. You want change without challenge. But if it doesn't stretch you, it won't shape you. If it doesn't test you, it won't transform you. This is why people stay stuck. They want comfort more than they want destiny. But destiny doesn't live in comfort, it lives in the trenches. It lives in the early hours, in the late nights, in the moments when you're dead tired but still show up. You gotta stop running from pain and start using it. You gotta turn it into fuel, turn it into focus, turn it into fire. Let it break you down, then use the rubble to build something stronger. Let it expose your weaknesses, then grind until those weaknesses are weapons. That's the difference between average and elite. Average lets pain win. Elite lets pain mold them. Pain is not the punishment, it's the preparation. You want to know why most people never level up? Because they make pain personal. They think the struggle means something's wrong. Nah, the struggle means you're right where you're supposed to be. The pressure you feel, that's purpose knocking. That's the weight of what you asked for. You prayed for success, now it's showing up dressed like pain. What are you gonna do? Are you gonna fold? Or are you gonna fight? This is the part most people never make it past. But if you can learn to smile through the pain, to get up after failure, to lean into the process instead of avoiding it, you'll be unstoppable. Because the moment you stop fearing pain is the moment you become dangerous. The moment you realize pain is proof you're alive, proof you're in motion, proof you're building something real. That's the moment you start walking in power. If it hurts, keep going, because that pain is building the beast inside you. You keep waiting for someone to show up and change your life. Like somebody's gonna walk in one day, see your potential, and hand you the success you've been dreaming about. Let me help you out. No one's coming. Nobody's coming to save you. Not your parents, not your friends. Not your boss, not your coach, not your mentor, not your favorite YouTuber, and definitely not your circumstances. If you don't take control, your life will be controlled. And when you give up control, you give up power. When you sit around waiting for the right conditions, you give life permission to dictate your future. And I don't care how good your intentions are. If you don't act, they don't mean anything. You want to change your life? Then you gotta own everything. Your pain, yours, your failure, yours, your bad habits, bad decisions, missed opportunities. That's on you. Stop blaming people. Stop pointing fingers. Stop talking about what your parents didn't do, or how life's been unfair, or what somebody said to you back in high school. We all got scars. We all got stories. But you don't get to build excuses on top of that pain and call it a foundation. You don't get to live stuck and call it fate. You either build with what you've been through, or you break under it. But you don't get to blame the bricks. You say, but you don't know what I've been through. You're right, I don't. But you're not the only one going through something. You're not the only one who's been abandoned, lied to, hurt, overlooked, underestimated. You think you're the only one who had to grind through trauma, who had to fight off demons just to get up in the morning. Let me tell you something. The greats, the ones you admire, the ones who made it, they went through hell too. They just didn't let it define them. They didn't let it become their excuse. They let it become their fuel. And this ain't about pretending like pain don't exist. It's about refusing to let it make you weak. It's about not giving it the power to decide who you are or where you're going. Because as long as you keep giving that power away, you're going to stay stuck. When you say, I can't because of them, or I'm not where I should be because of this, you're surrendering. You're giving life the keys to your destiny, and then you wonder why it ain't going nowhere. Listen to me. The day you stop waiting is the day you start winning. The moment you say, No more excuses. No more waiting. No more depending on anybody but me. That's the moment you become dangerous. Because now you're moving different. Now you're not hoping for change. You're making change. You're not asking for opportunity. You're creating opportunity. You're not looking for someone to believe in you. You believe in you, and that belief, that's what starts it all. That's the seed, but belief without action is dead. Don't just believe. Build. Build in the dark when no one's watching. Build when you're tired. Build when you're broke. Build when you're scared. Build when it hurts and if you fall. Get up and keep building. You might not control how your story started, but you absolutely control how it ends. I know it's heavy. I know it's lonely. I know it feels like nobody understands, but this is where warriors are made. Not in the spotlight, but in the shadows. Not when it's easy, but when it's hardest. That's when the real ones rise. That's when you discover what's inside you. And I promise you, what's inside you is greater than every excuse trying to stop you. What's inside you is stronger than every obstacle you'll ever face. But it starts with ownership. Ownership of your time. Ownership of your effort. Ownership of your attitude, your vision, your discipline. Because the moment you take ownership is the moment you take back power. You stop being a victim, and you become the architect of your life. And when you finally realize that no one's coming to save you, you'll stop waiting and start working like your future depends on it, because it does. You keep chasing things that won't matter in the end. You're working for likes, followers, approval. You're chasing cars, clothes, status symbols, trying to impress people who don't even care about you. And the whole time you're missing the one thing that actually matters, legacy. See, I need you to understand this. Your life ain't just about what you get. It's about what you leave behind. The real win isn't in stacking material things. It's in becoming someone they can never forget. It's in building something that outlives you. You think success is driving a Lamborghini or wearing a Rolex, but that's just noise. That's just surface. You've been lied to. Real success has depth. Real success isn't about flexing. It's about impact. It's about what happens when you're gone. What are they going to say about you when your time runs out? Will they remember your discipline, your heart, your commitment? Will they remember how you showed up even when it was hard? Or will they just remember you as another person who looked the part but never lived it? You got one life, one shot, and you're wasting it chasing shadows. You're spending all your time trying to get attention when you should be chasing purpose. You're hustling for validation when you should be building a foundation. You're letting trends pull you in every direction when your soul is begging for something solid. Let me tell you something. It's easy to look successful. It's easy to rent the car, take the picture, post the quote. But when the lights go off, who are you? When it's just you and the mirror, are you proud of the man you're becoming? You don't build legacy with lies. You build it with consistency. You build it with truth. You build it with a standard so high, it forces everyone around you to level up just by being near you. Legacy is built in the moments nobody sees. When you keep your word. When you sacrifice for your people. When you hold the line, even when quitting would be easier. Legacy is built when you do the right thing, not the easy thing. And the crazy part, legacy isn't loud, it's not flashy, it's not always celebrated, but it's powerful. It echoes. Years after you're gone, your name still moves people. Your story still inspires, not because of what you bought, but because of how you lived. Because you lived with purpose, with integrity, with fire. That's what people remember. That's what makes them say, because of him, I didn't give up. Because of her, I believed I could. But here's the catch. You can't build legacy if you're living like time is unlimited. You can't leave something behind if you're too busy chasing what's in front of you. You're running out of time and you don't even see it. Every day you waste, every moment you spend playing small, you're robbing your future. You're robbing your family. You're robbing the people who need what's inside you. Somebody out there is waiting on your example. They're waiting to see someone who didn't fold, who didn't run, who didn't sell out for something cheap. They're watching to see if it's possible to rise from nothing and stand for something real. Your legacy isn't just about you, it's about them. It's about showing the next generation that you don't need to cheat, lie, or quit to win. You just need to stay solid, stay focused, and never let the world break your spirit. So I'm asking you, what are you really building? What are you really chasing? Are you building something that'll last beyond your last breath? Or are you just collecting things that disappear the moment you do, because the clock is ticking, and when it stops, all that'll be left is your name, and what you attach to it? You don't get to carry the trophies into the next life. You don't get to take the money, the followers, or the fame. All you get to leave is the mark, so make it deep, make it loud, make it something they can feel long after you're gone. Because in the end, the goal isn't to be remembered for what you had. It's to be remembered for who you were.